Joe, welcome back to my Mansa. It is your boy Mansa, man. We bike again with another reaction video, guys. Look, man, we got the deadly influence of social media. Man, we better go ahead and check this one out, guys. Look, man, social media. I can say a lot, man. I can say a lot about social media. Definitely now. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Social media used to be fun. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a place of like entertainment, but now it's just this oversaturated, over consumed, over it's like it needs a huge reset. I don't know what it needs, but it needs it. It needs it, bro. Well, let's go ahead and check this out.
Comparing yourself to people on the internet because it's all fake. And I hope you
Facts.
guys aren't giving into these toxic beauty standards that are going on these days.
Instagram feeds are filled with.
Oh my gosh, bro. This video is about to be facts. I can already tell. Shout out to Curiosity. You know what I'm saying? Want me to delete this video? Let me know. DM me, shoot me a DM. But I'm just want to add my feedback and things like that from, you know what I'm saying, being an influencer. Well, I'm not an influencer, but, you know what I'm saying, just being in that space and just knowing, you know what I'm saying, reality of things. But yeah, let's check this out.
Created squares that capture the unachievable societal consensus of beauty. You see, these squares have become a model to measure yourself.
Oh my God! Ain't nothing fake about that. Ain't nothing fake about that right there. That might be the realest thing that he might pop up on there. Let me tell you.
Mindlessly scrolling through your
I know her.
feed
What?
is as mindless
Those
as
my
you
peoples.
think it is. In this era defined by the internet, the beautiful, the rich, the admired are followed, liked, and subscribed to, promoting a seemingly narrow blueprint of beauty. Influencer culture is widespread. Selfies are tweaked, edited, and perfected.
The bomb, I
to
say.
save an audience.
My only thing about influencers, bro. Like, what is their talent, bro? Like, what is so inspiring about an influencer? I never understood it. And I'm not like trying to bash influencer or go against influencers or anything like that. But like, what is so inspiring about an influencer? Me, myself, like, what is so inspiring about me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe because I'm entertaining you through my content, things like that. But let's speak on like, well, I guess I probably wouldn't understand because I'm not a female, but just a female in general that really, you really don't see her personality, but she just posts pictures. That's all she does is post pictures. She looks pretty and she just posts pictures. I don't know what is so inspiring about that. Like, maybe just because I'm not a female, I wouldn't understand. But I don't know if it's maybe the makeup. I don't know. I have no clue.
Beauty is exclusively dialed to one flavor, a flavor so bland. If you don't have that perfectly shaped ass, then you're a 4. But then if you do and your skin is perfect, then you're a 10. Most of us
No
share
boss.
an idealized version of ourselves on social media. We cherry pick only the best images, thoughts, and experiences to share with the world. But what happens when this seemingly harmless act is stretched to the extreme of, should we say,
And you know what's crazy? Okay, Doja Cat probably overdoes it a little bit. But like when she posts like just pictures of like just raw pictures, like people are going crazy because it's like, what in the world? What is wrong with you? Blah 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 blah. But in reality, like this is her. Like this is her. This is the raw, natural her. Sometimes she might go a little overboard and do other crazy stuff. But like I understand. I see the vision behind it because like social media is telling you like you have to be perfect. You got to look like this. You have to have this. You have to have that, or you're not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
faking?
That jet is not theirs. There's a young lady in South Africa, I'll tell you guys the story. She's an influencer. So she went to a private airstrip in South Africa and she got her little travel bag and she's standing in front of a jet and the doors open and she's walking like she just came out of the private jet. She was never flying. Now for the young person who's not paying attention, you're going, she's in her 20s, how is she flying private? She's not. She's lying.
It's one thing to compare yourself to like some famous beautiful person,
Bro.
it's another thing to compare yourself to an extra beautiful version of yourself that doesn't exist in the world anymore.
I'm glad I got the popcorn for this one, y'all. This is about to get juicy.
Social media influencers. No stunning travel photos, no product recommendations. And
I
no
follow some of
viral
these people.
challenges. It's hard to believe that there was a time when these
Don't do my challenge like that. Don't. That's the challenge, my guy.
influencers didn't dominate our feeds. So when did this influencer culture phenomenon truly begin? To unwrap the evolution of influencers, we must rewind to the early 2000s.
To the early 2000s.
Back then, platforms like MySpace, Mixit, and To Go allowed
I remember
users to
MySpace.
connect with others and share personal updates. However, it wasn't until the emergence of platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that the concept of influencers truly took off.
Yeah.
These platforms provided the perfect stage for
Y'all want to know who the very first influencer was? The very first influencer was Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton was like, bro, I remember Paris Hilton when I was a kid, bro. Like, she was the first, bro. She has to be like the first Kim Kardashian type. You know what I'm saying? Like, Paris Hilton was the first influencer that I know of. I mean, I might can think of an earlier one, but the earliest one from my memory is Paris Hilton, bro. Like, she was the one, bro. She was doing this without all of this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
for individuals with a knack for captivating content to showcase their talents and build a following. Suddenly, regular people had the power to become online celebrities and shape trends through their posts.
We're still regular people.
The birth of the influencer culture. Fast forward to today, and the impact of Instagram on global perceptions is undeniable. With over 2 billion monthly active users and 500 million daily active users, Instagram is a cultural force, especially among young people. Statistics reveal that 71% of these users are under the age of 35, making Instagram a primary influence hub for the youth.
Yeah.
Young people are typically easier to influence. They follow what they see other people doing, and a
Right.
lot of what they see comes from Instagram.
Yeah.
Inherently, this isn't bad, but when what's being posted isn't reality, things become a bit messy. And
Damn, he took a shot at McClally, though. McFly, how are you saying that?
Instagram is more than just a platform as you may think. It's a cultural curator of some sort, shaping preferences, ideals, and lifestyles. Influencers who have amassed substantial followings have the ability to sway the masses. From fashion trends to lifestyle choices, influencers play a pivotal role in shaping societal norms. What influencers deem popular often becomes the mainstream, influencing a global audience. A significant portion of the user base looks up to these influencers, often without realizing the disparity between the carefully crafted online persona and the reality behind the screen. Twitter is no stranger to controversy surrounding influencers caught faking their lifestyles. Now, I'm sure that this comes as no surprise to anyone. We all know that just as the photos on magazines are very far from reality, so are
Facts.
influencers' photos. Always photoshopped and edited to the max. Many users rose up on
The skin is smooth.
Damase during her controversial scandal, who was quite rudely, I might add, brought to stake and was being made mockery of. They all pointed out that while TV adverts and magazines faked pretty much everything, they were advertising. Why shouldn't influencers do the same? Valid. And
Valid.
I get their point. I truly do. It's not fair that the major media can mislead the public in such a way, but then influencers who are doing the exact same thing,
Are frowned upon.
advertising, shouldn't be fake at all. But this is the whole point, which makes the hairs at the back of my head stand up. When did fake become okay? When
Facts.
did literally misleading the public become ethical and widely accepted as a practice? Let's first look into the photo editing and what the actual difference is between plain fake and just edited photos. Every single blogger, Instagrammer, any sort of
Hey, it's mug right here.
influencer edits their photos. By editing,
Facts.
I mean adding a filter, strengthening the saturation and brightness of the photo, maybe smoothing one skin a bit. Because it gets ridiculous sometimes.
Don't it?
None of this is going to change the actual message of the photo. The background is as it is, perhaps a different shade than in reality, but there's nothing that could cause any harm to anyone. Yes, I said harm. We'll get to that later, because harm is what these fakers are causing. Now, when you take the editing process one step further and start changing the actual photo and what is in it, that's when you cross the line and become fake. So many people do this, and because it's so easy, very few understand or care just how much damage this can actually cause. By changing the size of your hips or your bosom, you present a fake image.
Imagine, bro. Y'all don't know how upset I would be. That's why I got to see these girls in person. And Instagram. I'm from Instagram. You got to see them in person, bro, because they look totally different. I promise you.
Yourself. By adding elements that were not in the photo to begin with, sunshine, clouds, a product maybe, you make a place look different than what it is, and thus portray a wrong image to your followers. Yes, I'm aware that adding clouds doesn't alter a scenery much, but you're still faking it. Why should you do that? What's wrong with the sky as it is? And once you've added those clouds, next you add a beach where there isn't one, and oops, you've presented a pristine beach that doesn't actually exist. Which brings us to the next much more serious issue. When you put a faked photo online and it reaches thousands and thousands,
you got a lot of young women that feel like, man, I don't look like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna feel insecure about themselves, and then, you know what I'm saying, comes depression, and then becomes, you know what I'm saying, suicidal. Like, it's all a chain, you feel me?
maybe millions of people, it starts to have an effect. And
Yes.
if what you're showcasing is fake, that effect is not in any way positive. It's just a pretty picture, you say, right? But when somebody decides to act based on your fake,
I think that's why I'm not really into like a lot of influencers, because I don't want anything that looks fake. You know what I'm saying? I go for the people, like, as far as when I'm scrolling on Instagram, I'm like, I'm not really fascinated by the huge followings and the edited pictures and the luxurious lives and things like that, because I know, like, you know what I'm saying, that something is not real about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might be living a luxurious life, but her life is or I'm gonna keep saying her, but yeah, his or her life is not as happy as what they make it seem. You know what I'm saying? Not everything's is sunshines and clouds behind that camera. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
photo, it's not just a photo, it's an advert. And there are laws and regulations in place for this.
I go for the small following,
Okay.
the natural.
Who am I fooling? I'm aware that these regulations are extremely loose in South Africa and everywhere else in the world, really. Can we have some examples, please? I bet. There's this beach in Bali that many, and I mean many, influencers from all over the world have been advertising over the years. I haven't been there myself, obviously, but apparently
Ooh, oh, dang, I seen that.
there was no way you can sunbath or swim there, let alone surf. As it turns out, a little part of the beach is kept clean by the locals so that more influencers can come and advertise this fake image of a paradise that
Wow.
in fact doesn't exist.
I seen
Now,
that.
Imagine yourself seeing these beautiful paradise images and thinking, finally, a perfect paradise holiday destination. So you go and spend a small fortune on flights and hotels. And then when you get there and see the reality, how would you react? The disparity between expectation and reality is not just disappointing, it's a breach of trust. This disparity between expectation and reality serves as some form of a metaphor. You see, we, as a culture, as a society, are obsessed with appearance. We're obsessed with size. It's become connected to our
Pause.
identity as people. This
What are you talking about?
obsession for societal pressures to appear a certain way and to have a certain body type, particularly among young women, stemming from a cultural construct of the ideal body, which
Hey, but I ain't gonna hold you though. I feel like most of the women in SA, Africa, whatever country they got that naturally. Like it's real. It's real.
changed over time. As long ago as prehistory, thousands of years ago, sculptures and artworks portrayed curvy, thick-set silhouettes. More recently, in the late 20th century, thin, waif-like models filled the pages of fashion magazines. Now, shapely asses are celebrated with likes on social media. Oftentimes,
We like those.
expectations versus reality are on a completely different spectrum. The beauty standards created through influencer culture are harmful because of the lack of inclusivity that it promotes. But how do I picture this complex beast? Well, it seems that beauty is constructed in a scarily similar way. Instagram is the vehicle through which presumably regular women undergo transformation. The product is a recreation of the idealized modern woman. Thin, but not too thin. Large
is that?
and pecky breasts, as well as a shapely set of hips and an ass. Eyes are bright and wide. A painfully centric ideal that doesn't support.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a victim of this myself. I know I'm not a female, but I'm a victim of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it leaves me looking for this perfect woman. Like I feel like I have to be with this perfect woman that I'm seeing on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing these perfectly curved, you know what I'm saying, perfect boobs, face, hair, like, you know what I'm saying? And it puts me in a space is like I can't settle for nothing less than that, which is not, bro, it is not possible, bro. It's impossible to find the most perfect built, you know what I'm saying? It's not possible, bro. I'm not saying that now I gotta go and try to uh uh what is it? Now I gotta go and just be with, you know what I'm saying, just because. No, no, bro. Like it's just it's not realistic, bro. It's ruined me, bro. It's ruined me.
But individuality, it supports some form of conformity with this unrealistic standard of beauty. Lips
I'm a
are
victim.
plumped and large.
I'm a
as if
victim.
They might burst at any given second. A study conducted in 2014 discovered that the use of social media is a likely cause of decreased life satisfaction, body dissatisfaction, and eating disorder symptoms in young women. Furthermore, it's been consistently found that the exposure to such idealized imagery is harmful. A 2017 study determined that appearance-focused activities were highly related to body image concerns in young women. While we judge our appearances based upon the societally defined beauty standards, the media is a specific channel through which beauty ideals persist, recognized for its influence in the desire for cosmetic surgery. With beauty so rigidly configured, seemingly confined to a mythical few on Instagram, the importance of representation and genuine authenticity is more important now.
Bro, this man is like a freaking
Speaking
poet
of
with this
authenticity,
video.
have you ever scrolled through your Instagram and wondered how the heck does everyone seem so ridiculously wealthy? Appearing
Yeah.
wealthy on social media has become an industry of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I want to say that if Instagram is your lens to the world outside your bedroom or your neighborhood, my friend, you're looking at a warped reality.
Yeah, bro.
Multi-billion-dollar industries are built around the influence peddled by popular online figures whose followers have never laid eyes upon them in real life, and who almost always appear independently wealthy. Some are explicitly openly fake. An uncanny valley robot called Lil Michaela has 2.6 million Instagram followers. To whom
19-year-old
recently,
robot
by the
living
way,
in LA.
recommended the BMW iX2. It's hardly surprising that people will go to lengths for a slice of that pie.
What?
So what does
Hold on. What?
robot called Lil and who almost always appear independently wealthy. Some are explicitly openly fake. An uncanny valley robot called Lil Michaela has 2.6 million Instagram followers, to whom she recently, by the way, recommended the BMW iX2. It's hardly surprising that people will go to lengths for a slice of that pie. So what does the modern wannabe do? It isn't that hard to imagine the rationale. If everyone who is online broadcasts the best version of themselves, why not go a
And do it,
step
Mansa.
further
Yeah.
and look like the person you wish you were? Why not drop a few $100 and feel like a Kardashian for half an hour? Maybe if you take a few pictures, it'll last even longer. For people who want to take the shortcut, the concept of fake it till you make it leads to heavy-handed photoshopping at one end of the spectrum, the temporary rental of luxury goods, services, venues somewhere in the middle, and driven by insecurity, narcissism, or gullibility, pyramid schemes and criminal fraud on the other. But a dive into flex culture suggests something deeper is going on. No matter their motives, people are selling some version of themselves. Their brands put on the altar of a fickle internet are a reflection of their innermost desires, or at the very least, their perception of success. Social media is a hall of funhouse mirrors, an endless glittering midtown Santin. People stretch and distort themselves. They exaggerate and inflate.
Who is this
If they're
girl we
not
keep popping
careful,
up on
though,
here?
they could have a hard time finding the exit. There's a cottage industry of how-to guides.
That's
that
so hard. She
share
just keeps
tips for
using that.
looking
Keep
rich
getting
on the
used as an
gram.
example.
Like a video titled 10 Ways to Look Expensive on a Budget. 2.5 million views. It's
That's
from a
crazy.
YouTube account called The School of Affluence by Anna Bay. Most of the advice doesn't require to be a gifted photo editor. You just need to be bold. For example, visit open houses to look like you live in a swanky place. But like, some of the advice is off the wall. Take a toilet seat and make it look like you're sitting in an airplane window. Kinda dumb if you ask me. But some of it makes sense, dude. Want to seem like you can afford a Hermes bag? Try one at the store and take a picture. Just don't buy it. It's a character. It's what people want to see. So then
It's all an illusion.
that's what you show them. People want to be entertained. They do not want to be educated.
Yeah, that's
You
the
see,
problem.
The era of social media is upon us. While most of us enjoy sharing our joyous moments and memories with the world through social media platforms, a substantial number of individuals feel obligated to show off their rich possessions and a lifestyle on the internet. Now, that's fine. That's fine when you're actually wealthy and earning well enough to back your expenses. But in reality, a lot of people showing off on social media are all glitters and no gold. And most of such individuals come from the generation of millennials. What is wrong with you people?
Hey.
What is wrong with us? No, I think it's Gen Zs.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
blame them.
it's not necessary to say that the fake rich people are broke as well. In fact, many fake riches earn higher salaries than most of us, but they also spend beyond what their salaries allow, only to look richer than
They really are.
really are.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
true.
But like, what harm is all of this, you wonder? You see, the problem is when young people scroll through their Instagram feed and see seemingly perfect people with perfect bodies and lives. They start to envy them. They want to be models. They want to have abs and perfect bodies too.
Man, like, bro, y'all don't understand. Like, I've been working on these bad boys, and it's just not coming together for me, bro.
Who doesn't? So they begin to emulate them. This pursuit of a seemingly perfect facade is kind of dangerous if you think about it.
Yes.
It has the potential to lead to eating disorders and other mental issues. I'd love to get a conversation going around this issue.
Yeah, bro.
Please comment your opinions. I really want to see what other sides are to looking at this subject. Whether your opinion is or against mine, it really doesn't matter. They're all valid opinions as long as you justify them well enough. Let's discuss, man.
No. I definitely agree with him, guys. I definitely agree. I mean, it feel like he just took the words right out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I said it earlier, like I said, like this fake lifestyles, the fake pictures, the fake bodies, the fake, you know what I'm saying, constructed body, all that, bro, is just like it's making young people in general, feel like, man, like that's what I need to be looking like. That's what I need. Like if I don't have that, I'm not successful. This, that, this. You know what I'm saying? And then it causes depression, and then you already know, guys. But nah, I'm glad. I like this type of content here because it puts a perspective in people. It shows people that reality is real, but you can make this type of content. We're already too deep in. I feel like we're already too deep in. People don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They're being entertained. They're stuck. They're trapped. You know what I'm saying? There's like they're glued to it now. You know what I'm saying? Like I could literally, like anybody could go viral, bro. Anybody could go viral. Just fake a lifestyle, bro. Just fake it. That's all you gotta do is fake it. If it's about how good you can fake it, bro. It's about how good you can do it. And it's possible. I mean, it's all around you. You seeing everybody doing it on Instagram. If you want to go viral, if you want to be the next whatever, fake it. It's entertained. Like that's how it is. That's how it is. But look, man, comment down below y'all's thoughts, man. Hope you guys enjoy my reaction commentary. Special like, subscribe, stay in my way. Peace.